Well, well, well. Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right. You found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, people. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait. There is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Hello and welcome, all you Architects of Fate. We are back in Drakkenheim, and I am Pondonkeys, your Draken Master, here to bring you the wonderful tale. And that tale is going to be told by our players as well. So why don't you guys, hey, you guys hop on up here and say hello. Simon playing Zin Quirrell, the wild magic sorcerer.
Magic sword, yes. I have wild magic. And I have yet to cast a spell because I really don't want to see how this is going to work out. Everyone's got to stand well back.
Wild magic. Don't worry, you're probably gonna roll your first wild magic. You're gonna roll like a 17. You're gonna be like, oh, that's fine.
I'm
Whatever.
Literally standing next to when I do it.
Brand new player Jelly Ann Anderson as for now Goo Person.
Hi everybody, I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you. And then also we have Slayer playing Ermius, the Warforged Artillerist Artificer.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome. Enjoy this evening.
Oh, I may have also forgot to mention Jelly Ann is playing the Goo Person, a Plasmoid College of Creation Bard, mime. Forgot to mention that. So, yeah, there's that. Good Devil playing Richter Slamish, the Loxodon Berserker Barbarian.
I'm unfortunately 85% less gooey than Jillian.
This is true. This is true. Not 100%. There's still some goo. And we also have Merc Puppy playing Liam McStababitch, the half-elf assassin rogue.
So nice to be back here. If anyone's seen Adrian, let me know.
Adrian! I'm waiting for it. Well, last time, our adventurers were tasked with guarding a caravan driven by Aaron Marlowe to the city of Emberwood Village. You all were successful in that, but along the way, you guys shook down some highwaymen and then maybe ended them, at least two of them. So that definitely happened. And then another set of adventurers leaving the city met you as night befell, and over the night, one of them transformed into some eldritch horror that you all quickly had to dispatch of. We pick up our dreary tale on the road, and ahead of you up there on the horizon, you all see the city start to take shape. Outward appearance of the city seems pretty dilapidated and in great sets of disrepair. And we have a glitch on Erm already. Okay. Let me go ahead.
We haven't even started yet.
Technically, we've started.
What I
we
love
go.
is that Mr. Goliath Man has had 580 fate chips left and used 500 of them to glitch Erm. It's wonderful.
You know, if I could give fate chips to him, I'd give him 480. Just this shy of it.
Just shy. Ooh.
Yeah. Get some revenge.
Well, that I'm sure is going to come into play here very soon. I'm eager to see how that happens. It's gonna take about probably from where you are, maybe about like 15-20 minutes to get to the city. From where you are, it, like I said before, outward you see a lot of bits of disrepair. Doesn't look like much of what you've heard about a bustling boom town. But there you go. You guys got about maybe 15 minutes before you're there. Anything you guys want to do while you're still on the caravan?
We went back to sleep after one of the other party became tentacle monster. Yeah.
Yes. So I just want to let everybody know, if you haven't, you've all went and had your full night's rest and all that, yada yada.
I would rest on the cart ride to the city in the back to get my rest in.
Got it. Yeah. Everybody was able to get their rest in at this point.
Were the other two party members who didn't change, are they still with us, or did they go their separate way?
No, they were leaving. They were skedaddling. We just kind of like skipped over that because I just wanted to get you guys into Emberwood Village. They were pretty devastated by what happened, and just went on their way.
But the last act of their comrade was to keep them warm. Why were they upset?
And feed them.
This is very, very true. So yeah, no, that is pretty much how that all went down. You guys kind of went your separate ways, and now you guys find yourselves pretty much closing in on the city. If no one else has anything else they'd like to do, we'll go ahead and push forward. Cool beans. As you get about like within a stone's throw of the outer city, anyone who's like actively like out there looking, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Show me your rolls.
Actively looking, just actively looking or walking around outside.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very uncomfortable. I'm up on the wagon.
Okay, we've got perception. Cool. Richter, I'm going to take your top one. The three of you notice... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, just real quick. I tossed twice because I get perception at advantage, apparently.
Got it. Cool. All right. Nice to know. I'll file that away for future reference. The three of you notice a small a person sitting atop a tree branch of a dead tree, kind of sitting alongside the road, kind of kicking their feet and just like looking off to the sky, and then they kind of look down and make the wagon and immediately start to climb down. And you hear Aaron Marlowe go, "Oh, that's Emma Crow. She likes to stand watch. You know, she's a little 10-year-old. She's a good kid. She's a good kid. And she just comes running up to the caravan, examining every one of you that's out. Who all are out and out of the actual caravan, like, are visible? We got a Richter. We got a Goo. And I'm pretty sure, Zinquirel, you are sitting in the same spot you were before.
Just sitting up on the wagon, if that were he is.
Perfect. And then Liam and Ermius are both inside still.
Yes.
Got it. This little kid, short, redhead, freckled faced, looks up at all of you, looks up at you, Richter, and goes, "Oh wow, you're big."
And you're small. What's your point, kid?
Oh well, I mean, you know, a lot of adventurers come through here, looking for fame and fortune, so I see a lot of people, and not many as big as you. That's pretty cool. Can you lift a lot of stuff?
I can.
Can you lift me?
I could.
And she just kind of stands there like she's waiting to be picked up, but not like Uppy's picked up, but she just like she's sitting there like anticipating something to happen.
I imagine the Upsies.
I was also expecting.
Yeah. And Richter will turn and continue walking.
And she'll just go, "Oh well," and look around and go, "Hey, Aaron, is this the new set of supplies?" And I don't know why I was expecting one of you to speak for Aaron there for a second, but Aaron will go, "Yeah, I've got it here. These guys were very, very helpful. Yes, Jelly Ann."
I'd like to do a little bit of mind performance and use my mage hand to kind of tap around the shoulder and kind of like who's that kind of thing.
Like
Do a little bit of entertainment, or
like kind of like a little like show for her almost.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So go ahead and give me a performance check. Um, 16, perfect. Yeah, so let's see. You kind of go ahead and give me a description of the show that happens here.
Well, obviously it's silent, so I'm gonna use the bait chain to kind of get her attention, and then do a little bit of the walking by and find the flower on the ground and be like, "Oh, there's flour," and then bend over and take it up and smell it and do the whole thing, and then like hand it to her.
She 100% plays along. She is totally digging this. She reaches out and she grabs the flower, and she even pretends to smell it. Oh, that's wonderful. You know, flowers don't really grow around here, so this is nice. I love this. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, outside of that, it's gonna distract her a little bit while everybody's doing their thing. So, yeah, she's entertained.
Got it. So she's kind of watching this as the caravan is kind of continuing to move on, and you all get kind of your first view here. As you enter the walls that are pretty run down, you can see lots of sections are missing. The parts that are there are falling apart. You can see a good portion, if not most, of the houses in this outer ring of the city are all abandoned and boarded up. It isn't until you guys start to push closer into the center of the city that you actually start to see some of the hustle and bustle that's been described thus far. You all kind of enter, and Aaron goes, so you guys all know what you're doing? You guys you need a guide? You guys need to like be pointed in some directions or anything like that? You guys what's your guys' plans next?
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop out. We've come to a stop.
Yes, you all have come to a stop here at the let's see, it's not the temple here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna actually give you guys this map right here.
There we go.
How do we get to the map again?
It's gonna be the link that's in the chat here.
Character sheet. There's a little triangle that says launch game. So.
Oh, you must have it there as well. Yep, probably there. I don't know how to get to it from there.
It's right next to the long rest campaign.
Cool.
And then there's a launch game button. That was hard fought knowledge. It cost the lives of many Bothans.
Wait, what?
Anyway.
Let's pour one out for Manny.
So yes, the caravan has stopped here at Caravan Court, and you see a whole bunch of people have come almost as if they were scheduled and know exactly what they're doing to come and dismantle and take everything that's on the wagons and start dispersing them to where they go.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna hop out the back and walk up. I believe payment is in order.
Yes, indeed. Payment. He rustles around and pulls out 5 satchels, each with 25 gold, and gives each one of you payment, and says, "That's just that's just a little bit of what what some adventurers can get here. A lot of people have made fortunes." And you just turn around and walk away.
Oh no, I say safe travels.
Oh, okay.
But
and he's just like, okay. You guys want the rest of your bags? Do you guys want to point you in the way of some places?
I think we talked about some of the nicer places to stay in town. I think I looked at the befitting and nice accommodations. Where people don't turn into tentacles.
I forget if it was this guy or maybe it was the hitchhikers or whatever were on the road, but they talked about like
the Red Lion Hotel.
Yeah.
So Aaron goes, yeah, the Red Lion Hotel, a little pricey. There are a couple other places to stay. There are some of the religious folk from the followers of the falling fire, the worship the sacred flame. They can set up some adventurers with some space outside of the temple, by a farmhouse. There's also a couple of places that do offer some lodging. There's someone in town that will actually get you one of the buildings that's unoccupied and let you guys stay there. You can rent that as like almost like just a place to stay while you're operating here in the city. So you all have options. There's also places that you can go to let off some steam, like the Barking Buzzard. There's also the Skull and Sword. The Barking Buzzard's a little rough and tumble, if you catch my drift. But it's a good time.
Sounds like my kind of place.
What's the weather like right now?
It's pretty overcast.
Is it particularly sunny?
No. It's you've gotten close enough to Drakkenheim now where it's just kind of just dreary out. Very, very dreary. But as far as weather goes, there's no like rain or anything.
All right, well, just to be safe, so I don't get a sunburn, I'm gonna hop out. I'm gonna deploy my umbrella and have it over me.
You definitely get a few confused looks from some of the passersby, but some of the people have been here in the city for so long they've seen almost everything, so they don't even look twice at you. But a couple do raise their head and just kind of like, "What in the world? Okay, umbrella, all right." But
Never seen a fairy with an umbrella before.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people with umbrellas before, but when it's wet. But hey, it's whatever.
Just don't want to get a bit of sunburn. Don't have my sunscreen on. Don't want to burst in the flames or anything. That's all.
Oh, I see you, Mr. Goliath Man. I see you, Mr. Goliath Man.
Well, sensitive skin.
Oh, okay, yeah, sensitive skin. That's cool. That's hey, none of my business. And he's just gonna keep on. He's gonna keep on walking. Emma kind of looks at you all and says, if you guys want, I'll walk you around town and show you around. If you want, it'll cost you though. Yes, Jelly.
I'll nod up and down, like acknowledgement.
Got it. So as you all are kind of just standing there, kind of like heard what she said and just kind of like stood in a little bit of silence, you all look over as Goo is just vehemently nodding up and down, and the little crow child just jumps up and down and goes, "Oh, goody! It's only 1 gold, and I charge up front, and I'll show you around."
I think I'm gonna go along.
Yes, Goo.
I'm gonna give her the 1 gold. Also, you said we all got paid a little bit.
Perfect. Okay, so you pay little Emma Crow, and Emma Crow is gonna start taking you around the town. So basically, what we're gonna do is we'll start down. Let me get my ping. On, and let me.
So it's 1 gold for all of us. That's really kind of cool.
No. Yeah, it's one gold for all. She's just a little tyke here, so she's not totally, like an entrepreneur.
How much did you pull up for the caravan?
We got 25 each, I believe.
Yeah, so you guys can all please make sure to add the stuff that I give you onto your character sheets.
245.
Otherwise, you didn't get anything. Anyway, so basically, what we'll do here, we'll take a few minutes. We will start right down here at Eventide Manor, and I'll just give you guys a little brief description of each of these areas. They don't put them in any good order, so I have to scroll all the way down here to Eventide Manor. Perfect. Manor house in the south part of town. So Emma's telling you all of this stuff as you're walking by. The Eventide Manor house burned down many years ago. It was once owned by a mysterious elven woman who had a child with the local craftsman, but was abandoned after she passed away. The boy was taken by the Amethyst Academy. That's one of the 5 factions. Since it has caught fire, no one has come to claim or repair it. Emma looks at, turns around. Oh, but by the way, who all is going on this trip? I kind of just went with it. I know Goo and Zinquirel said so. Liam, I see your hand up. Richter, did you follow?
No. Before the tour gets going, I just go, little one, which way to the Barking Buzzard?
She points in the direction of the Barking Buzzard, and you head in that direction. We will get to that here shortly. So back to Eventide Manor, Emma Crow turns around to you 3 and says, we, and by we, you all surmise that she means like the other kids like her in the village. We all think something strange is happening in that house. Sometimes I think I see lights coming from underneath. We don't know what happens, but it's weird. And no one's claimed it. It's such a big place. She continues on unless anyone's. I'm gonna keep barreling through. So if you need to stop me while we're at a place, just holler and interrupt me, please.
Am I audible?
Say it again.
Am I audible? I was gonna ask.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, because you barreled past me when I was asking.
Sorry.
It's like how long ago was this all happened? Like, is this how long has this property been on the market?
She goes, I as long as I've been alive.
And you look to be 38. Okay, got it.
She goes, you're funny. I'm 10.
Oh, okay. Well, so do you know the realtor?
What's a realtor?
They're people that take money and don't do any work.
Oh, there's a lot of people like that here.
Okay. Well, we'll find out one of them. Yeah. So I'll put that down as a property option.
I like to walk up to her real quick and get her attention. Excuse me, tiny child. I got a question for you. Do you happen to see if I look a bit like myself?
She gets really close to your face and she goes, I don't know, mister. Maybe. But I see so many people that come through here. You could just have one of those faces. I don't know.
He's a bit older, if that helps. He's not as handsome as his face, but...
You, but old?
A bit. He's a family member of me. I mean...
Oh. Well, I mean, if he came through here, I'm sure someone saw him. No one comes here and goes unnoticed by one of the 5 factions.
Right. Worthless. Got it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Excuse me. She continues down the road and comes to she goes, this is where my family lives. This is the Crow and Sons smithy. I'm sons. Well, no, I'm not sons. I'm daughters, but my brothers help. So if you ever need like a good piece of equipment or anything like that, he sells lots of weapons to a lot of the people who come through here. They're really good. I hear people say all the time, this is one of the best things I've ever bought. And he doesn't pay me to say that at all. Continuing on. You guys come to the center of town, which you already kind of were at when you dropped off. And Emma goes, this is Caravan Court. This is where all of like the commerce happens. You can find someone to buy almost anything. And if you're looking to buy supplies, this is probably a good place to start. If they don't have it, they know someone who does. They go. She just kind of points down the road here, and says that road down there leads to the Red Lion Hotel. I've never seen inside of it, but I'm told it's really nice. Hey, Aftershark, thank you for the follow. Join us for some Drakkenheim, please. We do a little bit of tabletop gaming, and you can redeem stuff in chat for free that we have to do. It's crazy. You might actually see someone singing Umbrella soon. You might see someone threatening to punch a child. Those are all things that might be coming your way thanks to our wonderful chat. Thank you, guys. But yeah, Emma Crow looks at you all, goes, I've never stayed there. Dad tells me that place is too rich for his blood, whatever that means.
Sure, you've never been in there?
Nope.
And you haven't even taken a little peek?
Oh no.
You're a curious, brave child, right?
I'm trying to make money, not spend it.
Ugh.
I heard that they charge you just for looking.
Well, it must be really good then. I'm really looking to try and figure out how to get beef with this kid, and it's not going well. I need to pick a fight with a 10-year-old.
I mean, I called him worthless, and I just let it slide.
That's true. Okay.
Coming around the circle, she points out the chapel of Saint Ardenna. Small chapel of the Sacred Flame. It's a circular fieldstone building and it has a copper domed rooftop. Thin windows set with stained glass and simple wooden double doors. Out of a lot of the buildings here, it looks like it is very, very well taken care of. And through some of the windows down at the bottom, you can see some people look like they're going about. They're in robes. They're tending to things inside. Emma goes, the Flamekeeper can help you if you're ever sick. I see a lot of people come out of the city and they're real sick, and the Flamekeeper can heal them. So definitely do that if you ever get sick. Don't get sick. Don't get sick.
Oh, what about tentacle growth? Anyone ever, do they fix that up?
She goes, yeah, don't get sick.
Okay. Oh, okay, so I see this is the Temple of Saint Republican.
She comes around, points to this building right here, and says that is the watchtower. And you see it's a fortified stone watchtower, and it is the tallest structure in Emberwood Village. You could see it from anywhere in the city. It's fortification, and it allows people to kind of like look over the walls of the city towards Drakkenheim. And Emma goes, the hooded lanterns. Sometimes they post scouts there. A lot of people say the hooded lanterns are like the police around here. I don't think it's true. I don't think they really care. Sometimes they just let stuff happen. Dad says it's because they have an agenda. I don't know what that means, but whatever that is, they seem to have one, and it means that sometimes they do good things and sometimes they don't. So I don't know. I'm only 10. And she. Oh, go ahead.
Who's within earshot?
Huh? I assume unless you stop me and tell me, the three of you are walking along with her while this is going on.
Well, I'm hoping there's like one of these police guys within earshot.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Let's see if I can actually find my numbers. Because I'm going a long way toward making sure this thing normal roll, come on, normal roll. Nat 1. Let's get that right out of the way.
All right. So you think you look at the tower and you think there might be some people inside of it.
Okay. Loudly, I'm going to say, are you questioning the validity and the veracity of the local constabulation? I've never punched a child, but there's a first time for everything. I will make an exception to teach you some respect for the law.
She turns around and she looks at you and she goes, "Look, Mister, I'm friends with a lot of people in town. I don't like bullies, so don't."
Oh God.
And she's 10.
You gotta figure.
No,
A lot of people come through here. She doesn't. She may not understand some things, but she also doesn't take shit. Yes.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
Goo.
So I'm gonna walk up to Zintrell and kind of do like cop in the hand motion, and then reach down to grab the little girl's hand. Kari came. Let's.
Got it. And she'll look up at you and goes, "It's okay. Sometimes people get hungry or stuff. I don't know." I hate chat. Hey, sometimes chat has your back. Sometimes they put you in weird situations.
I'm waiting for that has your back part. Herb and I are waiting for that.
Anyway, she now comes around to this building right here and says, "This is the Skull and Sword." This is you look at it, it looks like a dingy old farmstead. Beside the main door is a jawless skull impaled on a rusty sword, is just stuck out of the ground. She points at it and goes, "No one knows who put that there. It's kind of gross, right?" She goes, "Okay." She goes, "There's a lot of drinking happens there too. I'm also not allowed to go in there, but I see a lot of thieves and mercenaries going in there. So it's a place Dad says that I should stay away from. But I also heard that this is a great place to learn things. I don't know what you could learn in a place like that smells that bad. I can smell it from here."
Can I see anything from here about the skull and sword?
Oh, like if you kind of like peer inside or like through a window or something.
Yeah.
Let's see what you would see. You see like a handful of people that you would probably classify as like scoundrels, misfits, or whatever. Drinking. This early in the day. That's totally fine. You see a half orc behind the bar, tending to it. Let's see what else you see. You just see a bunch of people that are there inside. They look like they're having a good old time.
So no Adrian.
Roll perception.
I swear to God, if I see him in there. Well, the windows are probably dirty. That's an 8 altogether.
If you would have rolled a 5 or lower, I was gonna say that you saw him in there, but he wasn't really in there. So it's a good thing you rolled just good enough to not be fucked with. No, you don't see anything that would send you on that. Anyone else? No? Okay. She points out the gilded lily.
I'm laughing my ass off about that one right now. Are there rainbow flags out in front of that?
The gilded lily, no. Basically, you see it's a 2-story building surrounded by a veranda, decorated with a swirling lily motif. It's painted completely purple. It has ornate golden glowing lanterns hanging between the veranda arches, and within its curtained windows. You see a bunch of people go in there. Look like they're about to just unwind. Emma goes, they do an open mic night. Yeah, you could go there and you could like do stuff on stage in front of people, and people will like cheer or boo. Dad took me there one time. It was fun.
They have mics. Magical mics. There we go. Magical mics.
So
it is a strip club.
Mike was the master of ceremonies who went missing shortly after the meteor fell. One of his final wishes was to open the stage to any performer for magic shows, musical numbers, poetry readings, performances, or storytelling. So the Gilded Lily, in honor of Mike, is hosting an open mic night. So, yes. That is the mic they're referring to. And then she points to this building right here and goes, that's the Bark and Buzzard. And at that, we will stop what we're doing there with you three. And we will go to the Bark and Buzzard, where Richter Slamish has already gone to. So let's go to the Bark and Buzzard. All right, Richter. Nestled amongst the residential cottages here in this portion of town, you see it's a small one-level public house. And you can see some adventurers exiting and entering the building. The sign hanging above the door depicts a cartoonish vulture feasting on the entrails of a bloodhound, both smiling pleasantly. As you enter the threshold, the inside has a cozy and familial character. There's no real proper bar. There's no real wall separating the kitchen from the tables. You see an area that has a large cask that has been tapped. There are some people in the kitchen just cooking away. and a bunch of tables, round tables strewn about the place. And you see about 16 people all kind of congregating around different tables here. Some with drinks in hand, some sitting and eating, all conversing loudly.
So Richter is going to look around for an empty table and just get himself comfortable, preferably in a booth.
Everyone always wants a booth. Everyone wants a booth. Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
You see a booth in the corner. Even better if it's in the corner, right? So,
hey, I'm not a rogue.
All right, you go and you have your sit at the
Hey.
You have your sit at the booth. Anything else you'd like to do? Anything you're trying to observe specifically?
Yeah, just get a general lay of the land, but ultimately he's just hoping for some food and drink. So to hopefully call the attention of the tavern keep, he'll just unsheath his axe for comfort and slam it on top of the table.
Gotcha. So you see a rough and tumble looking lady come up to you. Hey, I'm Karen Alsberg. We're the Alsbergs. We run this establishment. Could you can I get you anything? We make a great ale here. It's called Ember Ale.
Well, I've just gotten off the road carrying a caravan into town, and I possess a large thirst.
Oh, were you protecting Aaron Marlowe's caravan? We've been expecting that for about a day now.
Oh, it's here, so go collect whatever debts Aaron earned has with you.
Wonderful. That's great. So basically, a mug of ale is 2 silver, and if you'd like a hot meal, what is his name? Hanlon? Holger. My husband Holger. He'll whip you something up in the kitchen.
Oh, would you pray tell have a bucket that you could serve me the ale in? Again, I have a large thirst.
She looks up, kind of like looks you up and down, and goes, "Yeah, I can kind of guess that. Yeah, sure. I mean, I could charge you for 3 drinks and just bring you a big bucket.
That would be acceptable.
All right, that'll be 6 silver. Did you want a meal? I could do the same thing and triple it up.
Just a 2-portion serving, please.
Okay, that'll be 2 gold for the meal, and 6 silver for the drink. I'll be right back." And she kind of like goes off, and you can see her go up to the cask with a bucket and taps it and pours it in and brings it back to you and just kind of like drops it on the table. There you go. As soon as Holga's done, I'll be back. Anything else you need?
There, possibly. Is there... Let's see and make sure this works. Failed to remove coins. Okay, I'll fix that in a sec. There we go. Turns out you have to have silver to subtract it. All right, cool. Is there anyone in here that has mentioned a claim of needing someone to do some work? My charge with Mr. Aaron Marlowe has ended.
She looks at you and goes, "Well, yeah, I don't have any work that needs done, but I mean, the factions are always looking for people to do stuff. she kind of like looks around and she goes, I don't see any of them here now. This place is a little too grimy. The other places in town have a few more amenities than we have here. But you know, we don't ask a lot of questions and we're pretty cheap, so.
Well,
But if you go around town, I know some members of the Queen's. I gotta memorize these. I know some of the members of the Queen's men like to hang out at the Skull and Sword. There's always someone from the Hooded Lanterns at the Watchtower. They use that kind of almost as a base of operations in town. The Amethyst Academy, they don't really have anywhere they really like frequent, but sometimes they have mages around. I think I heard maybe one of them might stay at the Red Lion Hotel. I don't know. That's all the way on the other side of town, and I'm always so busy, so I never get a chance to go out that way.
and I'm sorry, it was the Amethyst Academy.
The Amethyst Academy, yeah. And she goes, the other members of the other factions are around.
You keep using the word factions. Am I to be concerned with any of them?
Oh, I wouldn't catch the ire of any of them. That's for sure. No one really knows what any one of them really, really wants. They all say what they want, what's best for the city of Drakkenheim, but as long as people keep coming here and paying their tabs, I really don't care what happens to Drakkenheim.
I can understand the desire to keep one's head in sand. Thank you very much.
All right, if you need anything else, just give us a holler.
Just get me that bucket.
Oh, she already dropped the bucket off, but she goes back, grabs it looks like a giant tray as opposed to a plate, and puts down what looks like some noodles and some sort of meat.
Okay. And as Richter is eating it, he will take his trunk and just deposit it into the bucket, and it's gone.
Wonderful. All right. So, 4/5 of our crew have just experienced an info dump. Now we must go to Ermius. We shall cut to just as you pretty much told Aaron Marlowe to stuff it and walked away.
All right.
So keep in mind you didn't get a description of all of these places, so you kind of don't know where things are. But you started off pretty much right here on the map at Caravan Court.
But this is still slightly familiar, right? Slightly.
You get a kind of familiarity with everything. Like you kind of like, it's like that feeling of deja vu almost, where you feel like you've been here before, but you can't place it. What is your intention, and we'll go from there.
So backstory wise, idea was late wife. You know, after meteor crash, we escaped. She passed away from her wounds, and I buried her on a hill. So I was going to pay my respects and let her know I've returned. So I was gonna, and I'm pretty sure it was somewhere between here and Drakkenheim. So I was gonna head off to that to find that.
Got it. Okay. Let's see. Roll for me an insight. That's how we're going to play this.
Yeah.
12? 12, okay.
Then again, you know how my luck is with this character. I rolled 5 13s and a 9 for my character stats.
You had the choice to take something different.
Yeah, but if I was going to go with 13s all around, might as well take all the 13s.
All right, so with that, you start to wander this direction up north here. You don't know why, but you just kind of start to wander in that direction.
Okay.
As you get to about here, you hear someone calling down from atop the watchtower. Oi! Where are you? You're not thinking about going into the city alone, are you?
I'll stop and look up. I need solitude. And just keep on walking.
What a bizarre person.
Probably gonna get armed very surely.
Who's to say you didn't already get armed? You don't know which direction you're going. Is it the right way? Is it the wrong way? You just started going in this direction. You get to the bridge. I will give you the agency here. You get to the bridge. You feel a little bit of trepidation as you approach the bridge. You feel like what you're looking for could be on the other side, but you sense it's very dangerous. You can feel the power coming off of the city almost as you're standing here, as the river cuts through.
I'm gonna go in my cloak, grab something, and start pulling it out. It looks to be a flask. But then I'm gonna put it back in, hold my arm, and then continue forward.
Oh boy. All right. Hey, thank you, Raiders. V, what's up? It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while. How was the stream? What were y'all doing? We're just here doing some dungeons at Drakkenheim. About to ruin some souls here. So you take your steps across. We do not have a map for this.
I'm assuming it's that barren land between this town and Drakkenheim. It's probably just going to be on one of the hills trying to make our way back to this town after the cataclysm. And
I'm gonna make a couple of rolls here. I want to see if anything happens to you while you go out.
All right, I'm gonna see my real life flash real quick.
All right, we will get. Go ahead.
Still here.
Oh, you're still there?
Yeah.
So, ooh. Well, you did get glitched, so this is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Oh yes, everybody. Yes, we have Simon. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. We do have a talking cat. This is Simon playing Zin Corel, the Eldarin wild magic sorcerer. Say hi.
Hi, well, B and I know each other from Cookie Track.
Ah, Cookie Trek. There we go. Perfect.
A talking cat. Yes, luxurious ferret. My fur is not as luxurious as yours.
Perfect.
It's purely digital, but it is 8K. My fur is an 8K.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yes.
I will tell
And
you
all
right
the
now,
cakes.
the Twitch stream is not. So,
Oh, I paid my
anyway,
money to Bezos for nothing then.
yeah, you know what? He's gonna get his money one way or another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna make the glitch bad,
Do it.
but I don't want to hurt your character. Not like a physical hurt. This isn't a physical hurt. This is psychological.
Lay the cards as they are.
Perfect. Okay. Everything kind of starts rushing back to you. You're getting bits and pieces of your escape from the city in the aftermath of the meteor. And you see the spot where you buried your wife, and you head up to that hill. And you get there, and there is an empty hole.
Character is just going to start panicking, and I'm not going to reenact it because I don't want people hearing a bunch of ah. But yeah, he's going to start freaking out. Just like.
Was that good enough for you, Mr. Goliath Man? Was that good enough for you, by the way? Just want to throw that out there.
I mean, she was dead. Like, I know.
Yes, Liam. The hole is in the exact same place that the wife was buried. Once was a dead wife, now is a void. Much like the void she probably left in your heart, but now we're getting.
Well, I'm going in and pulling out my flask. I'm opening it up and taking out flowers, throwing it in the freaking hole and stomping it and crushing it. And I'm going in the flask again and pulling out the bottle of liquor that I had for her, and I'm smashing it in the hole. Just like, I'll find you.
I was gonna say, I thought it was just 100 gold piece gem that you needed for resurrection.
No. It's no resurrection. This is utter disrespect to her body. I will find who did this.
Roll a perception or insight, whichever one's better for you.
Oh, I'm taking an automatic fail.
Perfect. I love that.
Character is just too enraged right now.
Mr. Goliath Man, for your benefit, I am not going to apply that disadvantage to this roll since he's already chosen to feign it. To fake it. We are going to go ahead and hold on. I should just write real big on the page and then just write all the stuff that's happened to him. There we go.
What more can happen to my character now?
Is your intention to head back into the Emberwood Village after this?
Yeah, probably like give me 30 minutes or so to calm down, and then I'll come back and I'll scope the town. I'm not really looking to rest.
Got it. Okay.
I'm just gonna get my bearings and see what I can overhear and hear the talk of the town.
Because I want to figure out where we're gonna cut back, where when we cut back to you, where we're gonna be with you. When you're scoping out the town, you kind of get a feel. We already did the town kind of overview with the little girl, so you kind of get you have an overview of what everything kind of is. You can kind of figure out what it is just by kind of looking at it.
Okay.
After you get that, where are you intending on trying to go or do?
I assume everybody's gonna meet at the.
Well, that's the thing.
lower-
There's a couple places that you can go with that. There's the Bark and Buzzard, which Richter is already at, and then there's also the Skull and Sword, that is available. So there's two places, and there really wasn't a conversation beforehand about, hey, we're all gonna coalesce back here.
We'll see. If I run into somebody as I'm scouring the town, I'll run into them and
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I'll
Perfect.
make it happen.
Perfect. I'll keep that in mind. We will cut back to the trio. The Crow Girl has already kind of gone over everything. She just pointed out the Bark and Buzzard, which you would all remember Richter asking about before he left. And then Crow points to an area of town past the Bark and Buzzard. That's going to be right here. She goes, and that's Hendrick's farm. A lot of the adventurers who can't afford to stay anywhere, they'll go there and just kind of stay on the farmstead. They're very, very, very nice about that. Lots of adventurers just set up camp. It's cool. It's like a tent, and you sleep outside. And Dad says he's gonna take me camping one day, but he's always so busy. Well, that's
saying there.
Go ahead, Goo.
Sorry.
Oh shit! Don't do anything. Sorry, I can't hear you.
I would like.
I keep pulling my headphones out. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'd like to, now that the official tour's over, pull out my photograph and my ring and kind of like point through the eyes and then put her eyes in these things to kind of ask if she's seen anything like this or these people.
Got it. She's definitely picking up what you're putting down. She puts two and two together. She looks at the picture and she goes, "Oh wow, yeah." I'd probably go to the Skull and Sword. All of those scoundrel thievy types. They are all they know a lot of the adventurers that come in here. They look like a strong group. Looking at the ring, she goes, "Ooh, that looks nice. You could probably get a lot of gold for that. You should try talking to Aldor. He likes to buy maybe not Aldor. He likes really rare stuff that's powerful. Does your ring do anything? Is it is it magic, or is it just a ring?" You're muted.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Okay. She'll just.
You're muted again. That's weird. It keeps muting you. It's not me.
Yeah, it's weird. I was saying, she'll just shrug, like, I don't know.
Oh well, I mean, there are some, there are some people here in town that can, that are pretty, magical in nature. I mean, there's, if you go to the shrine, or the chapel of Saint Ardena, the local druid there, She knows some magics. If it is special and magical, Aldor definitely would want it. He'll pay a lot. He's interesting.
Do we hear them talking about that?
Yeah, it's happening right here.
Okay, I take out the little purple rock shard that I pickpocketed from those adventurers, and I show it to the kids. Like, I think this is magically expensive.
She goes, "Oh, that's delirium. You should be careful with that stuff."
Why?
It's powerful. I don't know. I just know that everybody in town wants it, and everybody in town pays lots of money for it. Not everybody, but there's some people in town that will buy that. And it you can only find it in Drakkenheim. Some people say it's from the meteor or it's pieces of the meteor. But I don't know.
So, want to sell it? Where might I go? Asking for a friend.
She goes, Aldor definitely will buy delirium.
Right. And where might he be?
He's got the biggest carriage in Caravan Court. You can't miss it.
I start walking to Caravan Court.
All right. The other two? Okay.
I think I'll head to. Am I not coming through okay or not?
Now you are.
Okay, so I gotta use the mic. Sorry. I'm going to head over. I'm gonna follow because I'm kind of curious about this Eldar guy and where there was magic talk.
Cool. Let's see. Yes, Goo.
Is Aldor where they're headed? Is that where he was?
That is where they're headed.
Okay. Then I will also follow.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna give a chance for Richter if there's anything else he would like to do, or if he's just kind of chilling at the Bark and Buzzard.
Has anyone approached Richter or like? Yeah.
No, but roll perception. There are some things that can happen here.
That's a dirty 20, and come on, one more. Get out of my way, screen. Thank you. All right.
You are a big ol' Loxodon, so you are used to drawing attention wherever you go. But you're definitely noticing at least every single person in this place on a couple of occasions has looked up and like just kind of like trying to piece you up, size you up, figure you out. And that's no one has like actually like come up to speak to you, but you get the feeling that every single person in that building knows exactly where you're sitting.
Any of them in particularly looking at me funny? That I might take offense to.
Roll insight.
Ooh, that'll do. 16.
16. You get the feeling that it's not so much like looking at you funny. More so just trying to gauge the newbie, you know? These people, you get the feeling these people have been in town for a while and are a little established, and this is the first time they've ever seen you, so they're all just kind of like, who is he? What does he do? Is he strong? Is he gonna like start a bar fight? And pretty much all you've done is kind of like sat down and and ate and drank a little bit, so you haven't
Well,
really
this
brought
is-
in too much attention to yourself.
Well, be that as it may, if no one's approaching, be like, well, I was told there were. I'll put my great axe on my back. I was led to believe there were perhaps. Well, it seems I ended up in a wrong place. Perhaps I'll have better luck at the skull and sword. Someone who can just appreciate the presence that they're in.
All right, let me go a little cheeky roll here. Ooh, okay. So you over here at that. I'm assuming you're saying that loud enough for people to hear you.
Loud enough. Yeah.
Okay. You see one person particular in this like larger group kind of like look up, hear what you say, and just kind of like scoff, and then like you could get the feeling that he's like pointing to his buddies, like you get a load of this guy, like that kind of a deal.
And as I'm walking towards, presumably towards the door, since I was in the rogue's dark corner, he'll stop cold and just turn and place one hand on his shoulder. Something funny, friend.
He turns around and let's see. Roll intimidation, and this is gonna be an opposed roll against his con.
That's an 8.
He's gonna look at you and he's gonna go.
Do I still have daily inspiration?
Everybody has an inspiration that they can roll.
All right.
That's a D12.
Okay.
I'm doing the D12. Say it
You get
again.
those every
game.
right?
Yep. Every stream. Yep.
So it makes it a 10.
He looks at you and goes, "No, I was just laughing because you see it all the time. Adventurers come in here all cocky, like they're gonna run Drakkenheim or something. This town chews up people like you and spits you out. I bet you couldn't even beat up old Rattlecan." And then the rest of the group starts chiming in like, "Oh yeah, I bet he couldn't even beat up old Rattlecan." And then the rest of them kind of turn and like now they're all looking at you like, "You think you could beat up old Rattlecan?"
It'd certainly at least be entertaining to try.
The guy stops and goes, "Hey, everybody stop. This guy's gonna fight old Rattlecan." And you hear the entire building just erupts in just this raucous cheer, like, "Yeah!" Like they've all been waiting for somebody to challenge old Rattlecan, and they're getting a chance to see a good show. And they lead you out back behind the building. Everybody pours out. They've all got drinks in hand. Sitting behind the Barking Buzzard like a scarecrow. You see what everyone is calling old Rattlecan. Go ahead and roll me either Arcana or do we have History? Is that an option? Yeah, History or Arcana, whichever's better for you.
They're both -1, so. Hey,
that's not bad. You see that and you immediately clock that as a suit of animated armor. And you hear the crowd start to chant, "Rattlecan, Rattlecan, Rattlecan, Rattlecan," and they're all kind of like inching you forward, closer and closer to Rattlecan. And as you get to a certain distance, about like 5-10 feet, I would say about 10-15 feet away, the animated armor springs to life. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, you have yourselves a little training dummy. Well, this is fun. That'll be 12.
And that's still gonna put you first. Go ahead. You're first to go ahead. Yes.
I just want to say in the chat, someone did mention wanting to fight an opponent at level 16.
Yeah, There's supposed to be a 16
That
level 16 in
wasn't
here
me.
somewhere.
No.
Hey, where we go when we go wrong?
I don't
Rattle
think it
can,
matters.
rattle can, rattle can.
Rock,
Uh,
rock, rock.
oh, let's have some fun, shall we? Oh, and Richter will go into his rage. And he's gonna just come, head over shoulder, straight down on top of Rattlecam with his great axe. That's going to be not great. That's a 9.
Ooh, that is a 9. 9, I'm sorry, does not hit. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
So swinging, and I don't know if I have to announce this in advance. Missing makes me angry. Very angry. So much so that I can't believe it that I get into a frenzy and I swing at him again.
Sure, I'll let you retroactively call out a frenzy. That's fine by me.
Son of a bitch!
11 also does not hit.
And he now has advantage on the big swing.
Is it all attacks until your next turn, right? So if he has multi-attack, it's both of them? The wording on that is until your next the start of your next turn, correct? Just want to make sure.
Well, it only says okay. If you do so, duration of my rage. What? Okay, I know what it does for me, Beyond, but I need to frick on a stick. Go with yes for now, but let me double check. Because Beyond doesn't say as much.
It actually doesn't say that at all, so you're good. That's only if you choose to do a reckless attack.
Oh, that's reckless. Okay. Cool.
Okie dokie. So let's go. Oh, you already bonus actions. Okay, so
Yep.
perfect. Okay, cool. The animated armor, old rattle can springs to life and moves forward. And he is going to attack once. I'm assuming a 10 misses.
A 10 will miss.
And the next one is, I'm assuming 18 hits.
18 hits.
18 hits. He is going to slam down on you with his gauntlets. For 7 points of bludgeoning damage. I did not have that.
Yep, got you. All right.
Leaving it to your turn.
So so that's what frenzy. I'm still learning. So with my frenzy attack again, that I can attack as a bonus action. So we're gonna do that. Take a swing at all rattle cannon. This time I'm pretty sure I hit him.
24 does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
We're just gonna throw the follow up with the action. So that's gonna be a 17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
What?
He is a living suit of giant armor. He's got a tough AC.
All right. 6 points. Oh, damage.
All right. So you're in this fight, and old Rattlecan swings at you once, and you dodge out of the way, and he comes down with his gauntlet and hits you, and you hear the entire crowd cheer and raucous applause, and that kind of sets you off in your rage. You come across again and hit him with your, I'm assuming that was your great axe. Yes, you smash him with your great axe, and he stumbles back, so that your next swing just barely misses him. Old Rattlecan stabilizes himself, and almost like he's taking the crowd's energy and using that, he rolls, and he's going to hit you again. Smash into you. Where'd my D6 go? Oh, they're over here. That's 9 points halved. Oof. That is 10 points halved. That's 5. Okay. Old Rattlecan is a swinging. It is your turn.
All right. Yeah, probably starting to regret my choices. All right. Swing. That's a miss. That's a miss too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, question.
Uh-huh.
We're walking by outside of this fine establishment, aren't we?
No. This is happening a little bit later.
Oh, okay. I
Or
didn't
before.
know.
Either way, it's happening on a side of the building that's not facing the main road. So even if you would have came across this when it was happening, at best you would have just heard some cheering.
Yep. Okay. I just wanted to see if I could do something short of begging for a redeem.
He's gonna swing at you again. That is a hit. That is a hit. No, that is a miss. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm assuming 15 misses.
That's my AC. It
Oof.
hits.
Okie dokie. So, that's 2 hits again. That one's only 6 halved. That one's 8 halved. He is smashing you. You are really starting to feel this now. The crowd noise is starting to get a little distorted. You hear it in your, like, almost like it's playing in off of a radio in another room, kind of. But it is your turn if you're still standing.
I am. Oh, God damn it, I'm gonna hit this goddamn rattle can. No, I'm not. Son of a bitch. Oh my God! Goliath man has cursed us all. So for those of you at home, that's 2 11s back to back with a +5 modifier.
Just a question. There's stuff here for when you get taken to 0 in this fight. How far away are you from that?
I'm half health, 19.
Okie dokie. Let's see. 14 plus 4. That's a hit. That is 14. That is not a hit. One of them missed. Hey.
Hey.
That is 10 halved. 5.
Yeah, Richter's looking a little beat up.
It is Richter's turn.
God damn it. All right, I'm starting to see y'all may have made a fine point, but not one to back down from a challenge. That's a 20 to hit.
Dirty.
A dirty 20 and a 21 to hit.
Both of those will hit. I will say, at you saying that you never back down from a challenge thing, you kind of do notice over your shoulder the people who kind of like encouraged this to start kind of are like chuckling to themselves, like they all assumed that this was what was going to happen. But both of those do find purchase, so go ahead and roll me. Ooh, 11. That's good. Give me some more damage. 19 total.
How's
you
Rattlecan looking after 19 points?
you see he's stumbling around. You could see some of the parts of the armor that were once cinched together well are kind of like dangling a little bit. There's a little bit more rattle to the old Rattlecan now, but it is still his turn, and he is going to attempt to do what old Rattlecan do. That is a hit. That is a almost hit again. I like that 14. That is going to be 9 halved.
All right.
He comes by and swings his arm at you, and it's disconnected, but it still ends up swiping across your face.
All right. God. Is that all you got? That's gonna be 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
That will not.
Will not. Yep. Go ahead and roll your damage for your 23. 7. That is enough. You swing that, and it goes straight through old Rattlecan, and all of the pieces of the armor just kind of clatter down to the ground, separated. And you hear the rest of the crowd kind of just go, "Yeah, you did it! Good job!" The rest of the crew came up to you and say, "Yeah, just let that be a lesson to you. Sometimes things around here in Drakkenheim are a little tougher than they may appear. This is literally the worst place on the entire planet."
Well, I came to get myself into good fights and earn some money.
Well, I'll say that was a pretty decent fight for your first one. If you're looking, overheard you're looking for work, the factions usually won't touch any of the newbies because they haven't proved themselves. You might have to prove yourself. Usually people prove themselves by going out there and getting some delirium. If you go out into the city and bring back some delirium, usually that shows the factions that, you can handle yourself. So that's my advice to you, man.
I appreciate the advice. By the by, does Rattlecan reconstitute? He seems like he'd be a fun sparring partner.
Oh yeah. After about a half an hour, he'll pull himself back together and he'll be standing there as stiff as he was when we walked over here.
Fantastic. Well, if you hear rattling of cans, then maybe I'm here just a little bit border than I was before.
Perfect. Where from here, where is it your intention to go? So I know where we're kind of piecing everything together.
With that, he was gonna go towards the skull and sword before. I think he's gonna maintain with that.
Cool. So here is how this is going to work out. To give everybody the option. Let me do this first. Sorry. Bye-bye. Zinquirel, Goo, Liam, you all are approaching Caravan Court. Looking for the largest, most opulent looking tent or caravan, which is not hard to find. As you start to approach it, you notice Ermius is kind of like not necessarily sneaking, but I at least I assume Ermius, you're not like stomping in the middle of the street. You're kind of like off to the side, kind of keeping to yourself as you're wandering the city.
Yeah, I'm more so just slowly walking through. I am gripping something in my left hand though.
Got it. It's like the Arthur memes. It's just a fist at your side, in your pocket. Playing pocket pool. No, I'm just kidding. You come around the corner, And as you come around the corner, you see the trio that is heading towards Caravan Court. And also Richter, as you are coming down the road to Skull and Sword, looking towards Caravan Court straight ahead of it, you notice the exact same thing. You all kind of clock each other at the exact same time. So everybody knows where everybody is. And I'll let you all decide what you want to do here with that.
Oh, it's you all. None of you have any new bruises or cuts. I had
What
fun.
happened to you?
Oh,
Nothing physical.
got into a fight with a magical set of armor, as one does.
Yes, and you all notice Ermius, he definitely had that haunted, like something happened look, but he looks like, unless you're trying to hide this, he looks like something terrible literally just happened to him.
Oh.
Yes, Goo.
I'm gonna walk up and kind of put my hand on him and get his attention and do the like point at him and then do like the little hand okay symbol.
I'd say that's pretty simple enough to understand. Ermius, Goo kind of approaches you, and you get the kind of feeling that they're just trying to give you that is everything okay look.
I'm gonna look where they're tapping me and just like, not yet, but it will. I'm looking to go into Drakkenheim. Are you guys going in anytime soon?
Well, from what I understand, apparently none of these factions will offer you work unless you go and get the name of a crystal I totally remember.
Delirium.
Unless you go into town and get yourself some delirium. So that might be a okay place to start.
What are they doing? I hold up the delirium.
Wait, no. So I'm asking if anybody's planning to go in there, and that's where we have to go to get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do we get access to go get it if we need it?
Oh, I picked the pockets of the adventurers we saw on the road, and one of them had a shard.
Oh, well, they won't need to be selling that for their comrade's funeral. Took care of that for free.
I think I get what you're saying there. There's no like rule or law as to who gets to go into the city. It's all kind of a free for all. So you don't need faction permission to go into the city. Now you don't know this, but there will be places that like factions control in the city. Then they'll be like, no, you can't just go there. But as far as access to go into the city, nobody, there's not like a guard that goes, let me see some identification. So
I'm pretty sure one place that's being held. But with this conversation, I'm going to continue. It's just like, if you enter, I will lend you my aid as long as we can check out one or two things on my end as well. It won't be a hindrance to any of your quests.
Quests? I'm just here to get more of, and I'll point over to the delirium that Liam is holding. I'm just here to get more of that and sell it and make money. So if you're on board with doing that, I suppose, like, what is it you're looking for out there?
Vengeance.
Vengeance. I like vengeance.
But with this, we have an accord. I shall help you obtain this material, and you shall let me on your adventures so I can see this place for myself.
Sure thing, friend.
Yeah, I screwed all that up.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect.
You seem like you have deep and dark and interesting backstory, and I would like to hear it never.
Yeah, I'm gonna grip my one fist really tightly, and I'm just gonna let
yes, Goo.
I'm going to use my two fingers like a hooking motion, like together, like doing the chain link, yeah, kind of thing, and like pulling, and do a spiral with my single hand to everybody, like putting all of us like we're stronger together.
This one's a little bit more of a complicated concept. It's still pretty. It's gonna be an easy DC, but go ahead and give me a performance check on this.
A foreign concept to some of us by our alignment, based on our alignments.
Would I know sign language?
I don't know. Yeah, 18. I say you perform this well enough to get your point across. That you're trying to get the like live together, die alone speech kind of a deal. But you all are no stranger to the stories of Drakkenheim, so you all would probably assume that it's safer to go with a group as opposed to going by yourself. I mean, hell, Ermius, the Watchtower tried to stop, not necessarily try to stop you, but at least tried to like warn you before you left the city by yourself. So you could kind of surmise it's probably better to stick together.
I concur with the silent one. I like to keep my meat shields close.
Given there's only one meat shield in the entire group. Two, sorry. I look at the elephant in the room.
the literal elephant in the room.
The literal elephant in the literal field.
Do you guys? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Goo.
At the mention of meat shield, she's gonna like poke at her gelatinous skin, like swish, swish, swish.
That's great. You all see, you hear meat shield, and then you see Goo just kind of like poking her goo.
It's a terminology. Say it words.
Is the trio Zinquirel, Goo, and Liam, are you guys gonna tell the other two about what you guys are doing? Are you guys like, hey, here's what we're doing?
Probably give them a brief rundown.
Got it. So you guys know that they're on the way to go see what Emma Crow called one of the more like eminent traders in the city, who deals with stuff like delirium and all the other rare stuff. So that's what they're doing. Do you guys, so what is everybody's intention? Are you guys still intending on doing that? Does anyone else want to break away and do other things? It's still pretty, there's still plenty of daytime in the city, and there's still like lots of people that you could be talking to or places to investigate. So feel free.
I'll stay with the trio and probably go shopping at the caravan court.
Cool.
I must have missed it. Why am I supposed to sing?
Oh, you had the umbrella out, and I think you got to redeem for a sing, for the umbrella song from Rihanna's.
I don't know that song. Shit. All right, give me a minute.
I love it when I don't know the song because I just make it up. That's my favorite.
Yeah. They said you had to sing. They didn't say you sing well.
That sounds like every sing one-liner that I've been given.
Yeah.
That's why sing is not available for me.
So here's what we're gonna do. Ermius, are you gonna go with the rest of the group, or are you gonna continue to kind of like wander around?
I'll continue with them, but I'm gonna pull out the book I've been reading.
Okay.
Probably the book of the history of lands past, like since the cataclysm.
Got it. Okay.
Because, yeah.
All right. I got an idea what the song is.
The five of you walk up to this tent and enter. Let me. Oh, I'm still.
Like,
can I sing while we're walking just so we can get past?
yeah,
Absolutely.
Just grab that parasol and open her up.
Oh, it's just been open the entire time.
Oh, okay.
I'm just twirling it while we're walking, just doing a little strut, and I gotta sing this song with an Irish accent. Shit.
And you're drunk.
Sorry, don't make it laugh, right?
You're doing that on your own.
I know. I apologize.
Good job.
Come on,
Yeah.
when the sun shines, we'll shine together.
That's
Yeah,
why
I
the
know.
umbrella's
Well,
out. I don't want the
hold on.
sunshine on me.
Do we have a URL to this song? Because that way we
All
can
right.
back you up.
All right. Under my umbrella, eh, under my umbrella, hey, this be the song of me homeland from far away. Umbrella. That's all you get.
I love it. I love it.
I can't tell if my ears are bleeding from the fight or the singing.
Yes, Goo.
I want to mime that I have an umbrella.
Perfect. So you're doing this whole song and twirling your umbrella. As you're doing that, Goo is pretty much right behind you, miming the exact same thing. It's very adorable.
I have a backup dancer.
Let's see. How do I want to play this? We are so close to the end. I'm tempted to. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this. We are going to enter the tent here. You're going to be introduced to Aldor. We are then going to shut down. That'll be the end. In between. Sorry, say it again.
Are you talking about shutting down emotionally?
Yes, we're gonna shut down emotionally,
okay.
Especially after we do the voice. After I do the Aldor's voice, I've been working on this for a while. This has been the one I've been most excited for. Once we're done with this, in the next 2 weeks before we go live, in order to shorten things up, I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to spend your gold. Basically, we'll go over that when we're done, but I just wanted to let everybody know when we pick back up and we do the rest of Aldor, there's not going to be a shopping scene because they're already going to have the shopping done. Done.
Haggling, eating.
Go ahead.
Sorry, if you're gonna mention next week's and such, with me being out for 2 sessions.
Oh, that is right.
Mr. Blackman, we will get to the disadvantage, but I've got some classes that I can't avoid, so I'll be in late or miss.
Don't worry. We will start accruing interest on that disadvantage. So,
and that's not saying you can't redeem things against my character for when I get back.
I'll add it to the list.
Saying.
I'll add it to the list. It's right here. I swear.
Goliath Man's too broke.
He's
Anyway.
got shook up real quick.
Let's get this here. So you all approach this massive and heaving covered carriage. It's decorated with gold filigree and glimmering lanterns. Hitched beside it are two great steel-skinned oxen that exhale green fumes from their snouts. Three lanky attendants garbed in light armor and carrying crossbows patrol the area around this carriage. You want to go ahead?
Just as we enter.
Oh, okay. So you enter and you see seated before this this carriage in the tent. As you enter, go ahead.
Okay, while I'm on the outside, I'm just gonna look it over and be very dismissive of, well, if he was worth anything, he'd actually have real estate. And not this mobile home jazz, this pre-manufactured cart.
Okay. We'll see if he heard that. Seated before the carriage on a buckling wooden chair is a massive human man who must be nearly 7 feet tall and almost as wide. He's garbed in a masterfully tailored jet black silk that flatters his obese frame. It's a frilled doublet, padded breeches, riding gloves. It's all worn under a great fur-lined coat topped with a feather cap.
I have a feeling I know what he's going to sound like.
Each piece is delicately embroidered
out right now.
with elegant silver trim. The smell of fine tobacco mixed with perfume hangs in the air all around him. He smokes from a fine black pipe and is drinking a bottle of vintage wine. He has a rakish grin on his flabby face. And as you walk in, he goes, Oh, let's get down to business, shall we? I'm Aldor the Immense. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Dungeons of Drakkenheim.
I knew it. I knew it the moment you started describing him. Like, here comes the sheriff.
Yeah. As soon as when I was reading ahead in the book, when we first got the book, I got to this character and I was like, ooh, I can't wait. So we will pick right back up from that, the players being introduced to Aldor the Immense. What kind of crazy, zany things will they get into? To answer your question, I did see Simon did make a mention of the hoodwinking and the thieving and stuff from shops and whatnot. Concerned that you might not get the opportunity, or someone might not get the opportunity for that kind of tomfoolery. If we condense the shopping, you're more than welcome to give that a shot when we do the Aldor the Immense segment. But I can tell you it's probably not going to end well. So go ahead and test those waters, and then you'll see why we're just going to condense the shopping. So we're above board, and the chat knows this. Anything that you can find in a regular table for items from being sold from just your normal adventurers, mostly can be found in these shops. They are sold for twice the gold of whatever is listed. They are bought at a quarter price of whatever it is. So just so you know, the prices in there are not going to be the same. So between now and the next game, go ahead, and if you want to do any shopping, you want to buy any potions or anything like that, that is pretty much the standard. Everything is double than what it is priced in the
Can't even afford a potion of healing then. Fuck it.
Hey, I'm telling you, things are expensive, but I will tell you, delirium sells at a high price. So, you will probably get
I'm fine then.
Well, let me tell you, you've got so much delirium in your hand. Was he being sarcastic? Who knows? Find out next time on Dungeons of Drakkenheim. I'll go ahead and read us out, everybody. Give me 1 second to get that up because I am never prepared. Tomorrow at 8:30 p.m., Bad Horses Evil League of Evil experiences its second season finale. I say it's second because I called the last episode the season finale, and it didn't happen. What did happen was the gang forced cops to do some horrible things.
More so than usual?
We'll leave it at that. Hey, find out what kind of other hate crimes get committed by our crew tomorrow on Bad Horses Evil League of Evil, 8:30 p.m. Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, what kind of Star Trek story would you come up with about an alien civilization that nearly destroyed itself? Would you have annoying kids save the day, or would you just administer neuroleptic shocks to them till they were less annoying? Why don't you come and share your story ideas with Simon T. Cat and Rufus T. Robot this Friday on Cookie Trek, where we all write the new Star Trek story titled, "And the Children Shall Lead to Disaster." Can't wait for that one. Sunday, 9 p.m., Tomb of Annihilation, Raisin Cane. Last time, you'll never guess it, the party got a new member. Oh, Rip DM Dave's sanity. Scrod befriended a flame skull, and the cure turned her into a real girl. That's not going to end poorly at all. A fearsome foe made of dried fruit swapped brains with Aladdin. Kenneth wrapped him up with a magic rope, and Jaeger took a bite out of crime, aka the Raisin Golem. Join us next time to finish the fight and delve deeper into the chaos and discover Aladdin's new PTSD. Monday, the 22nd at 8:30 p.m., the 102nd rule. Nature's decay. Nope, not nature's decay. Nature decays. That's what it is. But Latinum lasts forever. There may not be... Let me try that again. There may not be something in the air, but maybe there is something in the water, or maybe the wine. The crew is sitting down to enjoy a meal of survival rations cooked by the hosts before they get to enjoy a tour of orchids and a winery. A welcome and relaxing activity in the middle of a botanical plague. Maybe Cash Dash's web jacket will reveal a clue, but only if Lyra can get it back to the ship. Tuesday, 7 p.m., Conan. Adventures in an age undreamed of. And Wednesday, that's next week, this day, find out what happens on Call of the Netherdeep, episode 20, once more, with feeling. Settling into Ank'Harel, the Banditos sent a poor old baker to prison and have made their way to find accommodations for an evening's rest. And by rest, I mean falling into an impromptu heist. You know, they avoided their first 2 run-ins with the law. Surely a third potential run-in is no issue, right? Find out next week. Hey, watch us on those social medias. Because we make clips. There's clips out there, stuff that you get to see. You get to find out stuff about all the different characters and personalities that we have. And does anyone else have anything they want to plug? Cool.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. What? I don't know what you just said, but we're rating Bam Lee. Hey, when you get into that. It's my favorite soup streamer right there. Listen, you get in there, you start, you get the souping. You get the soup. Yeah, look, the first time I experienced Bam Lee, the entire conversation was soup. Some sandwich, but mostly soup. I feel like sandwich is like soup adjacent, right?
I'd say so.
Yeah, well, I guess it depends.
Wow.
They do complement each other. There we go. Well, if I don't have anything for you, and you guys down there, you guys don't have anything. I guess all we have left to do is to say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
Peace.
Bye.